He winked and she fought for a smile, even though the waiting tears made her eyes sting. "I'm guessing you're the one who's going to need to worry about dull diets," she tried to joke. "Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow." "Tomorrow? You're not going to be home for dinner?" Julia asked with a furrowed brow. "No, I'm staying over at Jen's tonight." Echo stammered over the lie. "It's what I wanted to tell you when I came in." "All right, honey. We'll see you tomorrow then," her mother smiled. "Yeah," she responded with a half-assed wave and walked carefully out of the room. She headed for her bedroom, pulling her cell phone out to text Jen and let her know she was coming over. She managed to hold back the tears until she was safely in her bedroom. She knew she needed to keep moving, otherwise she'd become an immobile, crying heap on the floor, so she grabbed a duffel bag and began throwing some clothes and overnight things into it. While she packed, she pushed her mind to think of anything but the things that could be wrong with her father. Cancer? An undiagnosed heart condition? Something less dangerous or more manageable, like a recently developed allergy or an autoimmune disorder? The bag fell to the carpet with a dull thud as Echo slipped to the floor, pulling her knees toward her chest. The numbness that filled her expanded until it felt like she could explode at any minute, like she just needed to run. If she ran, she didn't have to think. It was her escape. Trapped between emotional extremes, between her parents and her dreams, between who she'd always been and who she wanted to be, she just needed a break, to just be Echo for a night, or maybe even someone else. Her phone vibrated in her pocket with a message from Jen. "Come over."
Cole Jackson stared at the offer letter on his laptop. Holy shit, it had actually happened. When he'd put feelers out looking for a coaching position, he'd never really expected any bites. For starters, he was young as hell. He figured he'd get some assistant coaching position at a university or high school, not something like this. The biggest sports dynasty in the history of America wanted to hire him. Fuck. You got what you asked for, and now you don't want it? What the hell are you staring at? Cole glanced up to glare at his little brother, Alex. Alex was starting his junior year at the University of Virginia and had really taken advantage when Cole said come by any time. He was always there, cleaning out the fridge and using the washing machine. Cole complained often. It was what big brothers did, but he actually loved it. Since their parents were gone, it was up to him to look after Alex. And while Alex had an on-campus job, Cole had insisted he focus on school and not try to work too much while taking classes, which left him to worry about the college payments. A job with the Coulters would take care of Alex's tuition and extras for the next 2 years. Only problem was, it was a job with the Coulters. Everyone knew the story of Rory and his son Brent. Then there were the sports legacy kids. There was a plethora of information on the web about them, the most prominent among them being Bryce and Dax, of course. One of the younger brothers, Fox, also made himself known from time to time. And even the youngest, Gage, posted impressive high school stats. But it was the middle child Cole had been contacted about coaching, Echo Coulter. From her stats and blurry high school footage, she wasn't bad. She had it in her to be good, but she never seemed to hit her full potential. In college, more of the same. She'd always been just shy of being NCAA champ. Given the footage he'd seen of the mile and 2-mile competitions, she was running distances that were too long. She had great numbers from the 400 and 800, but there was no film footage of her for those races. He was tempted to do some more internet searching for more information, but the last thing he wanted to see were any of her potential exploits running around town. Those things would only piss him off if he had to coach her. Alex, put the beer back. His brother rolled his eyes as Cole continued. So, you know how I said I was looking for another coaching gig? Yeah, you get one at one of those fancy prep schools near D.C.? Cole shook his head. No, I got a gig a lot farther away, in San Diego. Alex froze in the doorway of the open fridge for a moment, then turned to face his brother. Are you fucking serious right now?